Hello beautiful people of the internet, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah if you're new here, and I'm so excited that you've joined me today. For today's video, we're going to be talking about all the books that I want to get to in the month of April. Guys, is it not mind-blowing to you that we're already in April? Oh my gosh, I cannot believe we're already in April, but I am so excited. My soul is dying for some warm weather, and just these spring days that Tennessee has been getting has making me itch for warm days and long sunny days. So I'm really excited for spring and summer. So I'm excited we're going into April, but I still can't believe it. As always, I'm going to start with the books that I absolutely have to get to in the month of April, and then we're going to move into the books that I am hoping to get to in April. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. The first book that I absolutely have to get to in the month of April is The Secret Garden. And the reason that I have to get to this one, it is our book club pick for Comfy Cozy for the month of April. And I'm so excited about this one, guys, because I've never read The Secret Garden. And I feel like at this point, most people have read this classic, but I am one of the very few that haven't. So if you don't know, I do host a bi-monthly book club that celebrates all things cozy, and it's called Comfy Cozy. And again, we are reading this for the month of April. So if you are interested in joining us, please check out all the information down below. I will have all the details linked down in the description box, and please make sure to join us for April. The next book that I'm also hoping to get to for Comfy Cozy is the next book in the Noodle Shop Mystery series, and that is Wonton Terror. These books are by Vivian Chin, and this is book number 4 of the Noodle Shop Mystery series. My book club is reading through this series this year, and we are reading a book a month. And so far, I have been feeling pretty mid about this series. I'm not loving it, but I'm also not disliking it either. And I just kind of feel like they're a really good time, so I'm just going to continue into the series. This is about our main character, Lana Lee, who works for her family's noodle shop, and she tends to get tied up with murder. The next book that I'm going to be reading in the month of April is Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez, and I feel like I'm not alone in reading this book this month, but I am actually a co-host for my friend Wendy's book club over on Fable that she hosts, and I'm one of the co-hosts for the month of April, and I'm so excited to read Abby Jimenez's new release, especially with 2 of my friends. I will link Wendy's information down below just in case you're curious. And the very last book that I'm really needing to get to this month is The Rose Bargain, and I'm going to be reading this to participate in my friend Jordan's Patreon book club called Girlies Who Read, and this is our April pick. This book has just intrigued me from the get-go. It is a YA romantasy, and it has been getting a lot of buzz and a lot of hype around the booktube community, so I'm really excited to see how I feel about it. Okay, now let's go into the books that I am hoping to read but are not necessarily a necessity. This next book, though, is going to be a necessity. If I read anything this month, I want you to know that it's going to be this book. So I don't know why it's in this category. Just know if I read anything this month, it's going to be this book. And that is Fearless by Lauren Roberts. This is the 3rd and final book of the Powerless trilogy. Yeah, the final book. And if you have read books 1 and 2, then you know that we are in a little bit of a bind. Okay, so things have happened and things have taken place. I am really excited about this, but I'm also not ignorant to the fact that Lauren Roberts will take your heart out and stomp on it. I'm also really excited because for this release, I'm actually going to go meet Lauren Roberts, and I'm so excited because she's literally one of my favorite authors. So I'm excited to see her and hear her talk about these books. Another book that I really want to get to in the month of April is None Shall Sleep, and this is by Ellie Marney. My friend Gwen has been raving about this series, and it's a YA thriller, and I'm really into YA thrillers as of late, and I'm really thinking that I'm gonna like this. I don't know a ton about it. Can I read the back to you? Is that okay? 2 teenagers, serial killer survivor Emma Lewis and U.S. Marshal candidate Travis Bell, are recruited by the FBI to interview convicted juvenile killers. Okay, right there. You got me right there, because this reminds me of the Natural series. and I love the naturals. Another book that I'm going to try to get to in the month of April is Quicksilver by Callie Hart. This guy is a chunk, so I'm not 100% sure if I will get to it. I think I'm going to try to buddy read it with my friend Corinna, so I'm really hoping I can do that for that sake. This is a big book, but I have heard phenomenal things about this book. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to feel about it because I'm still really dipping my toes into the romantasy genre, and I'm still fairly new to the genre, so I'm kind of nervous, but I'm also really excited to see how I like it. Another book that I was hoping to get to in the month of March, but I didn't, and I'm going to try to get to it in April, is Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. I have really been intrigued. And for some reason, you know how sometimes you just look at a book and you just know you want to read it? That book has been staring at me since the beginning of March, and I really, really want to read it, but I also am trying to wait on the audiobook, and the audiobook is taking forever and a day to be available. So I'm going to try to get to Magnolia in April. Again, I've heard very mixed things about this book, and I'm kind of nervous. This is another one that I'm kind of skeptical about, but I'm also really intrigued. You know the drill. If you've watched my recent TBR videos, then you know that I pulled 2 titles out of BB-8. If you've never seen BB-8 before, hello viewer, meet BB-8, BB-8 meet viewer. BB-8 has book titles in him of all of the books that are currently on my shelf, and this is my way of making sure that I read the books on my shelf and they're not just sitting there for years upon years. So I'm going to pull out 2 book titles from him, and whatever I pull out is the 2 books that I need to read this month. Let's do this thing. BB-8, give me a good one. Give me a good one, BB-8, okay? Okay. Recipe for a Charmed Life, which is, hold please, I don't know why I put that back in there, which is this book. This is the same author that wrote Magic of Lemon Drop Pie, which was one of my favorite books of 2023 or 2024, and I loved it so much, and this is the same author. I don't think it's in the same universe or anything like that. I'm excited to see if I like this one just as much as Magic of Lemon Drop Pie, which, if you haven't read that one, so good. Okay, last book. Oh, I'm excited about this one. I've really needed to get to this one. So let me show you what I pulled out first. So I pulled out The Maid, and I've really been needing to get to this one. The Maid by Nita Prose. This is one that I've been so intrigued by, and it's been on my shelf for a couple of years at this point, and so many people love this one. All I know is it's about our main character, Molly the maid, and she finds a dead body. So, sounds right up my alley. Okay, so I'm not super intimidated by the TBR this month. I think I'm going to kind of keep it smaller than I have been, because I'm just going to let myself mood read for this month, to be honest. I'm going to do the books that I really need to get to, and I'm going to try to get to these, and then yeah, I'm going to probably mood read the rest of the time. So, because guys, at my core, I really am a mood reader. And that is all I have for you today, folks. If you made it this far into the video, let me know one book that you were going to try to read in the month of April. I am excited to know what you're going to be trying to read. And until next time, my friends, remember this world is a better place with you in it, and I love you so much, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.